Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, November 17th, 2021, and it is a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. It's a good way to get yourself to allow yourself to arrive here in the now, to let go of the past, let go of the future, and just notice those blessings that are around you. So let's just jump right into it. Use your eyes, for instance, and scan your environment and focus on something that catches your eyes. It doesn't have to be super exciting, but if it catches your eyes, just notice it. Study it with your eyes. Notice its colors, its shape. Identify what it is. Notice the textures, whether it's rough or soft, things like that. With your ears, just listen. What do you hear with your sense of hearing, right? I mean, what sounds are there that you are now noticing that you didn't notice before you started paying attention? Isn't that wild? I mean, think about it. Those sounds are happening in our lives, and we have ears that should catch them, but we don't notice them unless we actually seek them out, unless we stop and pay attention. Yeah, hear it again. With your nose, take a breath in. And now, what do you notice with your sense of smell? And finally, with your skin, what do you feel? The clothing, an itch, the temperature of the room. Okay. Now, yesterday I was in the cafeteria and I noticed, as I spoke to a number of students, that the most frequently requested breathing technique to show on the video was the starfish breathing. I did tell one student that I would try to get Audrey in on the video, but unfortunately she is already asleep and I am in the office right now. So I'm unfortunately unable to have Audrey join us, but I can do the starfish breathing technique. Okay, so let's go ahead. Notice your body. Notice a chair holding you up. Notice you exist. And let's go ahead and take that first breath in and out. You have arrived in the here and the now, this moment. Breathe in again, nice and slowly. I love that many of you are joining me. And as you breathe out, notice the chair you're sitting on. Breathe in again. Notice when you stop breathing in and pause briefly before you begin to breathe out, nice and slowly once again. As you breathe in, notice the coolness of the air, filling your belly. You know how this works. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to notice that warm air coming out of your mouth and how you just settle into that chair. Okay? Breathe in again. And breathe out. Now, as you do this, boys and girls, I want you to pay attention to something else. Go ahead and breathe in again. Notice what feelings you brought to school today. Breathe out. Are you more happy? Are you more sad today? Breathe in. Are you more frustrated? I heard a student say that sometimes they felt, as you breathe out, pressured. Whatever those feelings are, don't get too worked up by it. I know some feelings are not pleasant. Breathe in. Just notice you actually have those feelings. That's it. If you're angry, just notice that you're angry. That's it. Don't get too carried away. Breathe out. If you're happy, don't get too exuberant or too energetic. Just notice it. Breathe in again. Allow yourself to sit with those feelings. Like, invite them into your body. Breathe out. And don't push them away. Just let them be. Breathe in. Notice the air as you breathe out. Now, in a moment, you will hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we, all of us, want you to succeed. Whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please join me. Stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead, take a seat. I love it that so many of you have told me you like doing the Mindful Minute. There isn't a single day when I go through the cafeteria, if I'm in there, when somebody doesn't stop me and say, you know what, Mr. Lynn, I did the Mindful Minute with you. You know how great that makes me feel? And I hope that it has helped you out. Speaking of helping you out, I've also seen some kids get really worked up. You know, there was a student yesterday that said he was really pressured. You know, I thought that was a really good word. I think we can all relate to having times when we felt pressured. And I saw this student take a breath in and out. Now, did it mean that he stopped feeling pressured? No. But did it allow him to just, recognize himself, check himself, notice what feelings he's got just in that breath? I'd like to think so, because that kid did a great job turning it around, in front of me at least, So that's a great thing. I hope that many of you guys are pausing and doing your own mindful minutes when you need them, okay? All right, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you are respectful to yourself as well as to others. Yesterday, our kindergartners, some of the kindergartners who are eating lunch, the ones that stay all day, and we love seeing them. At the end of the lunch period, they were seated and they were so respectful to the grown-ups right there in the cafeteria. I thought that was awesome. And I bet you at the end of the day, if they remembered to do it and they looked themselves in the mirror, maybe in the bathroom, whatever, they would have been proud of themselves if they remembered how respectful they were. And if you're proud of yourself and that you do things that make you proud, then you've respected yourself. That's cool. All right, show that you're responsible. That's the other B. Keeping your hands to yourself, keeping your feet to yourself, using kind words. I know how often we use our words in ways maybe we wouldn't be proud of, that aren't respectful, that don't respect ourselves. Stop yourself. That's an important part of Mindful Minute. Just pausing, taking your feelings into account and figuring out how to show that feeling in a responsible way. You don't need to use hurtful words. You can use helpful words and be a hero, right? That's what being responsible is. That's what showing self-control is. That's what being a good citizen is. And finally, show that you're ready to learn. I was talking to a 2nd grade student yesterday, and that 2nd grade student had a hard time. He had a lot of unfinished work and was turning into a pile, and he was getting really frustrated. And we talked, and I think the student really got this idea that, things may look bad, but don't give up. And I hope that student will continue to not give up, okay? So don't forget just that student, all of you guys. Anytime you make that decision to not quit and show that toughness and know that you might not solve everything right there and then, you may not get all your answers correct in one fell swoop, but if you don't give up, A, you're showing you're ready to learn. B, the teachers and your friends are going to really respect you for your toughness. That's it. Finally, our character trait of this month is citizenship. Show good citizenship. Guys, we're part of many groups. You guys are part of Fort Zeller. Leave Fort Zeller a better place every single day. And this month we're celebrating bullying prevention. Bullying is when you have somebody who is being mean and really making somebody feel bad for a long period of time. And maybe it's days on end. We want to stop that. That's why yesterday we wore plaid. Be red, right? Stop bullying. Speaking of stopping bullying, many of us are wearing red today on a Wednesday because red means stop. Stop bullying. We want to tell people as good citizens that we're here to help each other. We're going to be heroes with each other. And we see other people who are bullies, we're going to stick up for the people getting picked on. Okay, and we're going to be kind and supportive to the bully and maybe transform him or her so that they're doing the right things. Finally, I want to tell you something. You got to hear it from somebody who loves you. I love you just the way you are. Find somebody today and tell them that same message. Spread that message. Spread your awesomeness. Can't wait to see you guys around. Many of you guys are going to see the book fair. It's awesome. Thank our volunteers. Tell them you like them just the way they are. Have a great day, everybody.